Hey YouTube, this is Pervious 1030 Tin Can Gardener, and today I'm sitting here looking at all my seeds. Got a few. So without further ado, we're just going to jump right into this, look over the seed packets, usual protocol. Should be pretty interesting, as like I said, I got a few. So I'm going to take this camera off of here. It's going to be a little shaky, so just bear with me, folks. Alrighty. Check this out. Yep, these are all my seeds. I've got a couple packets. Not nearly as many as I'd like, but enough to possibly do a couple giveaways in the future. Alright, so we're going to start down at this end. Okay. We have a Hungarian wax. These are all peppers, by the way. We have the Thai dragon pepper. We have some sweet bananas right here. Some serrano chilies, a couple packages of those. I tried to make sure, let me go around this way. Tried to make sure that we didn't get two, but I got doubles of some stuff. The Marsani, I can never say this word right, but more red peppers, Italian peppers. These are good in sauces and things of that nature. I got some of your regular bell pepper, colorful mix, sweet peppers. I got some real hot peppers. These are ghost peppers. They were the hottest pepper at one time, but they're called Bahut Jokhodi Reds. I hope I said that right. I probably jacked that up. Got some, we got a couple in here. Let's see here, it's kind of difficult to do with one hand, but I'll make it happen. We have some, look at that, we have purple shisha, whatever that is, but I might grow it. I have to look that up. And we have Capsium animum viticor hot tipen peppers. Oh, what do we got on this side? Some Jamaican hot yellow peppers. They look like or Scotch bonnet pepper. Huh, interesting. And here we have white hot habaneros. Cool. I'm just trying to, didn't realize there were more peppers. I had a little bit more than I thought I did. These were given to me by my father-in-law. He likes growing hot stuff. And then he got gout. So here's some Congo black chocolate habaneros. These things are hot. They're ridiculous hot. Here's some more chocolate habaneros. Some more Thai hot chili peppers. Fresnos, hot Fresnos, and the white habaneros again. Some golden brights. Oh, well, let me quit jumping around here. Here we have, what is this? Caribbean Reds. These are pretty good peppers. I've had these before. Got a mix of hot Cubanale pepper, Cuban peppers, I guess. Habaneros, Grand Bell mix. And honestly, I know that I may never grow all of these because I just don't have the space. But it's good to have them just for a seed library. Here we have sweet heirloom Chinese giants. I want to grow these this year. They're said to be really well. And here I have my little seed collection, and some of my seeds have jumped over and I lost count of what's what, but I do believe these are cherry tomatoes, Romas, cherries, German giants, Belgian beef steaks, and black crims. So these I all harvested. I'm sorry, I'm sitting here pointing at stuff and I don't even know if you see it. So black crims, Belgian beef steaks, German giant heirloom, cherries, Romas, and I have no clue, but I'm pretty sure these are cherries too. Okay, and on to the tomatoes. Here we have some Romas. These are good for saucing. some yellow pear tomatoes. Bonnie's Best. Oh, and by the way, tomatoes have like thousands of varieties. You can get green tomatoes, green striped tomatoes, red, yellow, orange, pink, blue, black, all sorts of tomatoes. So, I mean, the list goes on and on. So, a lot of tomato varieties. Here's some more heirloom tomatoes. Like I said, I got doubles. These are big red heirlooms. I'm wondering, the big reds, I'm wondering if those are also mortgage lifters. I'm probably wrong, but they're a decent sized tomato. I've grown these. Some more Romas. Brandywines, heirlooms, these are good. Super sweet tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, family loves those. Some Amish orange, these are not as acidic as some of your red varieties. This is a sandwich slicer. It is a hybrid. I've been trying to get away from hybrids, but you know, it's always good to grow a couple. They're non-GMO, but they are hybrids. These organic seeds I picked up from Chipotle. They give you seed packets sometimes. These are my save seeds for ugly ripe tomatoes. They're heirlooms. These I got from Bakercreek Farms. They're the blueberry tomatoes. And these San Marzano Lungo number 2s are great saucing tomatoes. And the reason why they're so great for saucing is they don't have that many seeds. Okay, moving on. Hopefully my tomato collection will grow. As you know, I'm going to just keep on buying tomato seeds and then just grow them out and collect the seeds. These are eggplant black beauty heirlooms. I like these. These are good with eggplant parm. Long purple eggplant. These are good whenever you're like doing shish kebab skewers and things of that nature. So that's my eggplants. I don't have many of those. I need to get a few more variety of eggplants. Okay, here's all my root veg. Parsnips, heirlooms, turnips. I love turnips. They're just good for frying. Same thing with the rutabaga. It's like a potato. French breakfast radishes. They're really good. A little hot. Here's another Minoise radish. A little bit longer than the hollow crown parsnip. Champion radishes. Now radishes grow relatively quicker than other vegetables, so if you're going to plant a garden, your radishes should be generally the first thing harvested. These are Crimson Giants, and I think people also call these German Giants, but these are Crimson Giants, and they're good for putting in potted planters as well. Here's an interesting one. The watermelon radish, also known as Mantang Hong. So I'm guessing it's Japanese radish. Beet Chicoga. These are like a candy stripe beet. And here we got the Detroit Dark Reds. They do pretty good. Got some short and sweet. I also have a package of Danvers around here. I don't know where it is, but we have some of those. Here's something new. Black Spanish carrots. So we're going to try those out. I already got some in the ground. We'll see how well they do. Some asparagus, which I haven't really messed with. Moving on to my greens. I got some collards. I think these are just your normal run-of-the-mill collards. I wouldn't mind getting some old-time collards. I think that old-time collards would taste pretty good. I've never had them. I got some dwarf blue curl Bates kale, burpee bib lettuce, Paris Island COS lettuce, red romaine, heirloom variety, cauliflower Snowball X. This is probably another hybridized type of cauliflower. Another type of cauliflower. This is the summer harvest hybrid. Cabbages, heirloom, early flat Dutch, early golden acre, ball-headed variety, Danish ball-head. I have yet to grow these. These are Chinese cabbages, or pak choy. Celery. I have two types of celery. I do not know where my other type is, but celery is interesting. You can actually buy celery from the store, cut it off right there, plant it or set it in a tray of water, like a pickle lid, and put water in it every day. Make sure it don't run out. It will grow roots and shoot up another top. So these, as well as radishes, will do that, and carrots, after you cut the top off and put them back in the ground, they'll regrow. Mustard, India. I'm not big on mustard greens, but I'm sure they're good in a couple cooked dishes. Giant noble spinach, and some Bloomsdale long-standing curl-leaf spinach. Okay, moving on. Calabrese broccoli. It's a heirloom. Some peas. Peas are good for fixing nitrogen to the soil. Yard-long beans. I have these growing in my garden, and those things are ridiculously long. And pretty good too. Christmas speckle bean. This is a heirloom variety. And I think I didn't grow any of these yet. Scarlet runners. I think I have one of those out there somewhere in the garden. Okra. Now with okra, remember guys, okra is one of those plants you do not want these fruit. They give off a beautiful yellow purple flower. Well, some of them have different flowers, but you don't want this to grow too long, because they'll get tough and stringy unless you're producing seed. If you're producing seed, then let them sit there and it'll turn into kind of a rattle. So the seeds will be in these pods, and you can keep them for next year. I actually have some okra seed that I harvested from my last plants. Some Clemson spineless, and this is emerald okra. This is some emerald okra as well, I do believe. Kohlrabi, this is a new one for me. I'm going to grow some of it. I heard it tastes like cabbage. I like cabbage. This is the heirloom early purple Vienna. This one is the early white Vienna Kohlrabi. And moving on. Fancy mixed gourds. Gourds are fun for kids. I think that every child should have some kind of a pumpkin patch in their lifetime, and gourds and things like that, because it's just one of those things you let it dry out, turns into a maraca, you know, just fun stuff. You can paint them for the Halloween if you celebrate that. Okay, moving on. Pumpkin, agwe. I'm guessing this is a Spartan. This is probably a good pie pumpkin. This one is a jack-o'-lantern. We all know it, and believe it or not, the jack-o'-lantern was actually started with turnips. Pretty interesting little thing there. Bottle gourds. These are also good to have in a survival perspective, or a long-term, like if you're living off the grid, because these are great for containers. Moving on. Orange tender sweet watermelon. I used to have a variety called North Carolina rattlesnake, but I don't have much luck with growing melons, but I'm trying it again this year. Here we have the royal golden watermelon. This is also from Bakercreek heirloom seeds, and it turns yellow whenever it's done. It's like its own built-in timer. It's awesome. Here we have some winter squash. It's always good to have for the oncoming set of the next year. Honeydew melons. More honeydew melons. Muncher cucumbers. They ain't the straight eights, but pretty much the same thing. Heirloom pickling cucumbers, and here's something cool for you. Looks like a lemon, tastes like a cucumber. Lemon cucumbers. Okay, moving on. Oh man, okay. Now these are my herbs, my herb collection. Got some marjoram, some parsley, cilantro, I need to grow more of this. I always cook with cilantro. These are great cooking herbs. And the reason why these aren't planted right now is we're probably going to end up relocating again. So I don't want to plant these until I know I'm going to be there for a while, or I'll put them in pots. Catnip, always good for the cat lovers out there. It's also, all these also have medicinal properties. I could go into that with you for hours and hours, but we won't go there. Okay, chamomile. Chamomile is good for teas. It relaxes you. It also has good antioxidants and healing properties as well. Oregano, Greek oregano, good with cooking, that sort of thing. Fennel, also another good herb. Sage, also medicinal, and people have used, there's a bunch of different types of sage as well, like Russian white sage, things like that. But the Native Americans use sage to bless houses as well. And it also lets off a very distinctive smell that whenever you burn it, it actually calms you down as well. Garlic chives, good for cooking. Another type of chamomile, this is German chamomile, and it's an heirloom. True lavender, also good for the senses and medicinal properties there. Moving on. Flowers. Okay, I got a ton of flowers. Blue Enchantment, Convolucus. Can't even say that right, but okay. Evolution, zinnias, tea roses. I took this off of a tea bush in Colorado, and tea rose, what it's good for is if you take whenever a rose dies, it leaves a little red bulb. You take a bunch of those and you crush them up, and you can make a tea out of it. Iceland poppies, zinnias, marigolds. These are marigolds as well. That's in my previous video, I got them growing out in the garden. I couldn't remember what they were called. 4 o'clock mix, sweet peas, cosmos, Canterbury bells, dianthus, more sweet peas, Canterbury bells, and delphinum. And all of these are great for butterflies and bees to pollinate. You want a lot of bees in your garden, because without bees, we wouldn't be here. Everything has its purpose on this earth. Even the buzzards and coyotes and the spiders, especially the spiders, but even the mosquito, as pesky and annoying as it is, has its place on this earth. Okay, going into my onions. I did have a variety of green onion, but I think I gave that to my father-in-law, and I don't think I'm going to get it back, so I got to buy more. These are leeks, good for leek soup and that sort of thing. Sweet Spanish yellow onion, and then I got an heirloom variety, which is the yellow onion of Parma. My better half, she likes onions. Sweet corn, I harvested this from the corn that I grew, and I have yet to see if it's actually a GMO variety, because I have to plant it. Now, if this doesn't grow, I should say, or if it grows and it looks like totally crazy, I'll know that this is GMO and to get rid of the seeds, because GMO is senseless. We don't need that. And that corn is actually from this, which it says hybrid. So it's a maize dulse, but these are one of those things where you just really got to be careful whenever you're dealing with that kind of stuff. But it's from Burpee, and I'd like to think that Burpee seeds wouldn't do that to people. Now this is what I'm growing outside. This is a Cully black inking corn. I'm growing it to get some seeds so I can grow some more and share my seeds. Sunflowers, huge double orange sunflowers. Some heirloom autumn mix, evening sun. These two look almost identical. I mean, it's ridiculous. And then I got the big flower on the 2-foot stalk. Now I also had some ones that were they were hybrids, but I just gave them away. And moving on, see, I got extras of other stuff. This is all basil seeds. Squash. Does anybody need any squash? Like, seriously, this is all squash. 50 seeds per packet, and I got enough squash to I got way too much squash, but these are only from like 2 or 3 or I'm sorry, not squash, zucchini. I said squash because I was looking at it right here. These were given to me by somebody. But I have a lot of zucchini. I'm keeping my squash. But if anybody out there wants any zucchini, let me know and we'll work that out. I have way more than I need. So, and before I forget, I also have like my own personal little collections that I give away, and I put my tin can on there, tin can gardener. But like sweet corn, zucchini, small gourds, things like that. So I have a lot of other ones. I got to get more seed packages. But yeah, that's the beginning of my seed library, and it's a very humble seed library, very diverse. Let me put this back on the tripod so I can talk to you guys real quick here. A little bit difficult. There we go. Alright. Okay. Almost forgot. But as I was saying, it is a very diverse seed collection. There we go. It's a little better. It is a very diverse seed collection. It is by no means
the biggest ever,
but it's a good start. I have a lot of tomatoes that I want to try as far as varieties. I want to get some green ones. I used to have a strain called Hillbilly, Mr. Stripley, and I had a strain that I bought in Colorado and I lost it, and they were like Sundrop tomatoes. They were little yellow, real sweet tomatoes. Pretty good too. And I think I lost that variety. But hopefully whenever I get my expansion of this, I can do a couple contests maybe and do some seed giveaways. I'm always into doing seed giveaways. I think it's a good practice. And guys, stay away from GMO seeds, you know, because, and for those of you who don't know what GMO is, basically they are creating the perfect round tomato that can ship from Florida to Washington State and never go bad. Tomatoes are not supposed to last like that. You drop a tomato, it is not supposed to bounce. And it's basically for uniformity, big yields, things of that nature, and it's from a industrial standpoint and crop efficiency. So they don't have to worry about bugs eating them and things of that nature. Sorry about the background noise. Like I said, I got other things going on in this house too. So, but yeah, stay away from GMOs. And the great thing about heirloom seeds is you grow one watermelon plant, and it is going to grow, and it's an open pollinated variety, so the bees are going to pollinate it. And if you're having issues and you don't have bees, get a paintbrush and go out there and just do it yourself. Go from one flower to the next flower to the next flower. Something's going to pollinate. It's just kind of how it works. But once you pollinate that and you get the seeds from it, you got all the seeds you need. You don't have to buy seeds anymore. Seeds do have an expiration date. However, it has been said that they have found seeds on people like O.T. the Iceman that are thousands of years old, and they grew them. So that's something to keep in mind. I usually put my seeds in the freezer, and what that does is a seed actually does breathe. It slows its breathing down. And seeds are seeds, man. They're just amazing little things. So if you guys have any questions about any of these seeds, go ahead, leave a comment in the box below, and I'll be more than happy to answer you to the best of my ability, or send you to a channel that can answer you, because there's quite a few of those out there too. And I try to grow all my vegetables, you know, as organically as possible. I compost, I do all that fun stuff. So, that's my seed collection, guys. Like I said, any questions, go ahead and leave them in the box below. Go ahead, rate, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. And let me know if you need any zucchini seeds, because I got way too many. So, and like I said, I'm going to try doing a couple contests as well, do some seed giveaways. Alright, till next time, this is Pervious 1030 with Tin Can Gardener, and remember, if you teach somebody to grow, you'll feed them for the rest of their life. Alright, take it easy.